Really pleased to be welcoming back Humphrey Hale on JustStocks this morning from Carnavale Resources. Humphrey, morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Good to see you at JustStocks.
Yeah, good to be speaking, Humphrey. Big news from you this morning, this new shallow high-grade gold discovery at Kookynie. You've named Tiptoe. Just tell us a bit more about this.
Yeah, it's an aircore anomaly that was, I guess, something that we knew was there from our own drilling, and we ranked it slightly lower than the McTavish East area where we'd had that very high grade zone, and we've drilled that out and expanded that and the bonanza grades, and the highest part of that we've called Swiftsure. So as part of the further exploration that we're doing, we moved a long strike along this big mineralising structure that goes from one end of the tenement through McTavish East, through Tiptoe, into Champion South and out the other end. And we went back and we drilled under that aircore anomaly, and boom, some high grade stuff, including one at 20 there within 5 at 4.91 and 4 at 3 and things like this. So it sort of it shows that the zone is more continuous. There's high grade shoots along this mineralizing structure, and we've got to now try and grow those.
And you've seen extensions to the high-grade mineralization at Champion South also.
Yeah, so Champion South was a bit elusive, and we put some early aircore holes in there and got some reasonable numbers. And there's only ever been 2 RC holes into that one. So with the knowledge from McTavish East, Swiftsure, we sort of went, hello, with the depleted saprolite and the transported material, is there any likelihood of something beneath this that we've overlooked? And so we put in 2 RC holes into that, and we got 3 meters at 6.8, which is terrific. So that looks like there's more life and more potential in Champion South as well as Tiptoe, and that's sort of 800 meters up the road, if you like, from Swiftsure Champions, from McTavish East. So we're quite excited about the potential to add resources to the bit that we've been doing the last couple of years.
And how's work, Humphrey? How's things as far as the maiden resource and these mining studies for McTavish East?
Yeah, so we finished that work, I guess, in the December drilling, and the results were put out in Feb. So that information we've used and interpreted the geology and created wireframes, and now it's time to create a maiden resource, and to try and make sense of that, because it's so high grade, we're doing economic studies on how deep the open pit will go and what the underground will look like. But it's a very high grade patch there, and we're excited to be able to share those results when we've finished all the work that might show sort of some of the economic benefits of the thing. And I'm thinking that it will do that in the next quarter. So we just started the second quarter now. So within this quarter, we'll be putting those results out.
And some of this work also includes additional met test work, does it?
Yes, indeed. So because of the nature of the advanced work and the economic estimates, we need to firm up the original metallurgy that we did. So we got 97 to 99% recovery in leach well testing, which is very encouraging, and no sort of problems. And now the work we're doing is to simulate a CIP plant, so that we can understand how much cyanide would be used and how much oxygen and things like that, so that we can add some real numbers to some economic valuation. So that work is being done by IMO, and they've got the material, and we'll see the results hopefully as soon as they get them done.
And I suppose when it comes down to the mining, in terms of processing, you've got a few options nearby.
Yeah, with this type of project, because it's a very high grade ore that we'll produce, it wouldn't make sense to build your own mill. The capital required to build a mill on the scale that we're doing, it just doesn't add up. The best way to improve value for shareholders is to either toll treat it somewhere, or sell the whole lot to someone who can add that into their economic profile and ounce profile to improve their profitability. So that's what we're looking at. Genesis is up the road by sort of 60, 70 Ks. They're going well. They've got the Gwalia Mill. You've got Red 5 and Silver Lake. They've just merged, and it's a very attractive little patch that we have here for anybody who's got a gold mine nearby. Lots of people mining sort of 1.5 grams, and that's tough. And over the weekend we saw gold go up 3,000 to 3,400, didn't we?
Right.
More value.
So, Humphrey, near term, what can we expect to hear from you in terms of news? Have you got some aircore results still pending, have you?
Absolutely right, Andrew. So we've got the aircore results, which we just finished. That was an extension of the RC aircore program that we started. Got a bit slowed down with the rain that we had in the goldfields. Goodness me, it's unseasonal. But so we'll have that. That'll come in about sort of maybe 3 to 4 weeks. But within the period, we're looking at the Maiden Resource update, which should be exciting.
Good to see you on JustStocks.
Thanks, Andrew.